It's another day in Japan, and we're here in Kobe, a bustling port city that's just 30 minutes out from Osaka. Kobe is obviously well known for its beef, but there's plenty more here to do. We're currently down at the port where there's a Be Kobe sign a lot of people get pictures with, but there's also lots of other neat things down here. It's just a really pretty area. So I think we're gonna definitely be eating some beef today, but we're also going to be checking out a few other things that Kobe has to offer. So Kobe being a port city, it actually has lots of influence from different cultures. So way back when, it used to be a popular port for the West to trade into Japan. And I think you'll see some of that Western culture sprinkled throughout as we explore Kobe. So we're here at Kobe's Chinatown. It's one of the biggest Chinese markets, I think, in Japan, or one of the most impressive. And it definitely is impressive. There is a lot here, a lot of food options, and this is where we're going to try Kobe beef for the first time.
So we're super excited to try Kobe beef for the first time. It's super popular and super famous. So Kobe beef is a kind of cow, a subset of the Wagyu cows. Basically, Wagyu is just any native Japanese beef cow. Kobe is supposed to be one of the best cows. This place, it is really good steak. You can tell the fat in there, it's not rendered completely. For me, for the steak to be amazing, the fat has to be rendered really nice. This still has some of the fat where it's still kind of chewy. But it seems like Kobe beef does have a lot of fatness, so hopefully maybe we can find somewhere else that has it cooked a little bit better. We also got sushi, Kobe beef sushi, and a little like beef sandwich, so we're going to try that next. Okay, now we're going to try the little beef sandwich. It's pretty good. If you're familiar with a Philly cheesesteak, it's basically like a Philly cheesesteak.
The last thing we got from here is the Kobe beef sushi. This is our first time having sushi in Japan, surprisingly, but also not surprisingly because we're not big seafood fans. So we're hoping this is the kind of sushi we like, with beef on top. That's tasty. They have a really thin slice of beef covering over top of the sushi rice, and the sushi rice tastes like typical sushi rice, but it all pairs really nicely. You have the salty beef with the rice and a little bit of wasabi on top. This is a good way to sample Kobe beef. So another thing we got here, which is definitely a Chinese specialty, is a bao bun. It's just a nice little fluffy bun and some kind of filling inside. Don't know what's inside this one, but it's shaped like a cute little panda. They also have a pig one, and there's multiple stalls selling this, all for the same price of 250 yen. Let's bite into the panda. Don't want to because he's cute, but need to see what's inside. That was not what I was expecting at all. It has red bean paste in the middle. I thought it would be savory, but it's a red bean paste. Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's not what I was expecting. I kind of wanted something more salty, but it's decent, especially if you want some red bean paste. So we just went and ate at a Kobe beef ramen spot, and it was really, really good. We got the set that had sushi with it, and ramen, and this like rice steak bowl, and then like this little bowl that had like beef and onions, and it was kind of tasted like a roast beef stew, and it was really, really good. Everything, I really liked the ramen there. The sushi there was better than the sushi we just had in the Chinese market, and it was so much more affordable. So beware of those marketplaces. You might be getting a little ripped off, considering we got like a full meal there for half the price of everything we spent at that Chinese market. So definitely recommend that ramen spot. Sweet potatoes are super, super popular in Japan, and we finally got our hands on some sweet potato ice cream, and it smells delicious. They have, the ice cream itself is sweet potato, and then they have 2 sweet potato chips. Perfect dessert, I think, after that big meal. That texture is not like regular ice cream texture. It definitely tastes, or texture definitely feels like a mashed sweet potato mixed with like ice cream. It has good flavor, just very different texture than I'm used to. I'll try a chip. So good. Chip is super, super yummy, crunchy, and sweet. If you love sweet potato fries, you'll love the chip. I'm gonna scoop it with the ice cream. That's the way to eat it. Use your chips and scoop. We've now moved to an area of Kobe. You can definitely see Western influence in the architecture of the buildings and design, including the Starbucks back here, which is a very unique looking Starbucks. And a lot of people are here getting their pictures with it. But yeah, it just, I like when Starbucks makes their locations match the vibe of the area. And there's a few other locations in Japan that are like that. It's pretty cool.
That's real good matcha. It's got the real good roasted flavor that I like.
So we just had some really good matcha ice cream that fueled us up for this hike up this crazy hill to get to this Ropeway car that should give us nice views of Kobe. We're going to the Kobe Herb Gardens, and you go on a ropeway up the mountain to up to the top where the gardens are, and we get a whole cable car to ourselves. So it's totally different from Hakone where we were packed with people. So far this is looking like it's a nice experience, and we're taking off now. Whoa. So we're here at the top of the herb gardens now, and it's super, super pretty up here. You have a great view of Kobe on the cable car, and then at the top here, there's even a great view of Kobe looking out there. You might even be able to see Osaka from here. I don't know. But yeah, it's really cool up here, very European-esque. Lots of food options, surprisingly. And even though it's early spring, they have some pretty flowers here in bloom. I am truly ice creamed out at this point, but we saw they had honey soft serve here, and one that has honeycomb, a piece of honeycomb on it, and they gave us even honey to drizzle on the top, and it's quite magical looking. It's definitely a perfect idea to have honey flavored things at this garden area. It makes a lot of sense. So I'm not really hungry for anything more sweet, but let's try it. The ice cream has a strong milk flavor, like the Hokkaido. It's definitely Hokkaido, very rich, fat milk. And I think the ice cream itself is just a base vanilla flavor, and you get the honey flavor from the honey you actually drizzle on top of it. I don't know if the other one is actual honey soft serve, but this one just vanilla soft serve with honey drizzle. But yeah, I mean, really, really good. It's gonna be a doozy to try to eat this thing. So we're here in one of the glass houses on the garden premises, and there's two different glass houses, and they're basically greenhouses just full of plants and flowers. Super, super beautiful. This one in particular has water feature running through it, featuring some little waterfalls and the trickling noises of the water, and they have some like Zen music playing. It's super, super nice. I just can't believe how much they actually have here. They have so much nice outdoor stuff, so much nice indoor stuff, and food places, places to make things like little dried flower satchels that you can use for like potpourri kind of things. And yeah, I just can't believe how much there is here. It's super, super nice, way more than I expected, and definitely worth the admission price up here. It's such a nice break from all the hustle and bustle of crazy city life. So, what's your recap on those gardens, Matt?
I think this might be one of the top things we've done on this trip, actually. It's really nice and peaceful to get away from the craziness of the city. We're both not really too crazy people for city hustle and bustle, and you probably think, well, these idiots just went to Japan, the most populated country and the most densely packed country. But yeah, it was really nice. I would definitely pay to come up here and hang out for the day. Lots of photo opportunities if you're looking to get pictures. And stuff always should be in bloom because they keep rotating out different plants and stuff.
And lots of different food options around the different areas. Like there's a cafe, there's little stands that have snacks, there's like a terrace lounge, all kinds of different places to check out some food so you can eat your way around the gardens. But we would say these gardens are more like English style gardens and they are Japanese style gardens, but that kind of goes with the vibe of the buildings. I think that's what they were going for. So yeah, it's super, super nice. But that's a wrap on Kobe, and we hope we've shown you there's more to do than just eat Kobe beef, because the Kobe beef honestly was a little bit of a letdown after hearing how amazing it is. But it was still good. But
it depends where you go,
yeah,
obviously, how it's cooked. Some people like their steak done differently. For me, I like the fat rendered out of it, and it becomes really nice and juicy. A lot of them, the fat is still pretty stringy and chewy in it. So, but to each their own. But definitely, I mean, you gotta at least come and try it if you're in Japan.
mm-hmm.
And then after you're done and tired of all the beef and the hustle and bustle,
come to the gardens.
Yep. Okay, see you in the next video.